What's up, family? What's up with y'all? I haven't done this a video about my journey with my dreads, but it's only right to do it. I just got finished washing these joints not too long ago, and it's 2 years in the game, 2 years and a couple, 2 years in the game. Let's put it like that. These dreads is like 2 years old and some change, give or take. As you can see, my progression, but I want to talk about my journey and why I do YouTube videos and stuff like that, family. I do it for a reason, family, not for a season. You know what I'm saying? I started my journey when I started this account all a month, and ever since then I've been letting it go ever since then, and it's a blessing, and I take care of my crown. You got to take care of your crown. You got to be proud of yourself, brothers. You know what I'm saying? We are kings, man. Sisters, you are queens. You know what I'm saying? But this video is going to be, I'm going to jump around a little bit. It's not just going to be about me talking about my hair. I'll just let y'all know this is a long process and it's a long time coming. You know what I'm saying? And these straight natural. As y'all can see, I let them do them. That's the process of it. I heard I Could Feel Your Pain, Rig the Bad Guy, and Rashawn DeLay, Elder of Truth 1948, and The Real Deal, and whoever that is a melanated black man talking about this situation of food stamps being cut, social service programs, HUD housing, what have you. Donald Trump and Congress pushed in the bill or what have you to stop funding those institutions of help. But you got some brothers and sisters that was abusing that, selling their food stamps, knowing their kids need food to get drugs or what have you. You know how it go in the projects. It ain't nothing new. And I'm not gonna elaborate too much on this because there's a lot of brothers that already went in and some sisters that went in. But I'm gonna talk about my main man, the elder, and the backlash that brothers are getting. Well, y'all should embrace yourself for that to happen, because you got people that unfortunately they like to abuse stuff. They think they can be slick forever and live off of Uncle Sam and live off the government, but the only person you tricking is yourself. Everybody in the hood really thought the crack epidemic would last forever. It didn't. It was a plan. 30 years of dope dealing and killing. After that 30-year period, it worked. Depopulation of the black races in the melanated communities. Then, just like clockwork, regentrification in every major city. Push the black folks out that can't afford the high-end real estate, which is studio apartments. They tore down various projects and put estates up. You don't got certain, and you don't got, and some of those people that lived in those places in the past didn't have certain education and certain knowledge to acquire certain jobs. So If you living below the pay scale, you ain't gonna be able, you know what I'm saying? If you living below, I mean, it's just basic mathematics. If you living below the pay scale, you're not gonna be able to pay for the luxuries of housing and everything, because you just don't have enough money. So you go other places and other jurisdictions that can accommodate you that is low income. This thing is a monopoly game, family. And Elder and the rest of y'all, let me tell you something. You can't save the whole black race, brothers. Not to say now, y'all doing a good job, you know. But it's gonna be some people, you gotta understand this. I mean, they didn't listen to Moses. They didn't listen to Noah. They didn't listen to them in biblical times. So you're gonna have the same kind of people, which is melanated. It's gonna listen to your YouTube videos, cuss you out, troll your page, because they think they're gonna live in this economy and live high off the hog, being slick. You know, it makes brothers, it makes you weak when you don't want to work. If you ain't sick, I mean, come on, brothers. If you ain't got no ailments, you can do something out here. You know, the drug, the weed, the loud is gonna be there. The liquor store is gonna be there. The weed man's gonna always be there. But if you can do better, okay? Because I know, y'all not fooling nobody, Everyone, I ain't even been there. People depending on certain things, but that stuff costs money. But don't let it control your life. Alcohol, weed, or what have you. And eventually it's gonna kill you anyway. I hope you know that. You damaging your body, you smoking, you messing up your lungs, respiratory problems, emphysema, you eating all the GMO. You don't have to take drugs at all, but some of the food, like these delicatessens of death and these curry outs serving that bullshit, you don't know what you eating. Some of them, they cook the same shit in the same grease. Don't even clean the damn stove. You don't know. You're not behind there in the kitchen with them day in and day out. You rolling the dice. You rolling the dice. You rolling the damn dice. So when you're speaking in the truth, brothers and sisters, this is what you're gonna have. A lot of people pissed off about that. A lot of black women are pissed off. I mean, look at it. What has public housing done for black folks? These programs supposed to get you on your feet. Everyone goes through hard times. I was on food stamps 2 times. You know what I'm saying? I cut them off. I wasn't working, so I cut them off. I mean, I wasn't working. That's when I applied, but when I started working again, I cut them off. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was unemployed. I cut them off. I mean, I don't know why I keep saying. I keep mixing the words up. Excuse me, family. Let me wake the hell up. I haven't woke up yet. Still sleeping. I mean, when I didn't have a job. Correction. When I didn't have a job, I applied for them. When I got a job. When I didn't have a job, I applied for them. When I had a job, I turned them off. My thing is this, family. We gotta realize that all that is a distraction, and is a demonic distraction. So we get comfortable. Oh, we can live off of this. We can get high. We can do this and that, and then when the wrecking ball come through, you've been spending all that time laying up on a woman, brothers. Trapping and doing all that, being a terrorist in your own community. But when you wake up, it's too late. Then you get desperate because you've been sitting down thinking you're going to ride this shit out forever. Nothing, always remember this. It's an old saying, brothers and sisters. Nothing stays the same. Nothing stays the same. Everything must change. I'm going to say it again. Nothing stays the same. Everything must change. And since I've been living on this earth, I've seen a lot of changes in different communities, relationships, jobs, even in my own personal life. I had to make changes. You gotta stay up on the current events. You gotta know what's going on out here, so you know how to move accordingly in this life, or you're gonna be lost and you're gonna put yourself in a dilemma, family. So I'm not surprised this going on. We got a new commander-in-chief, so it's gonna be new things orchestrated and implemented in the political structure. And if you don't stay on the cutting edge as a melanated person, or stay afloat, well, you're gonna be in the lost and found some goddamn way, you know. So the truth hurts, family. You know, the gig is up. You know, that's another way of squeezing a certain ethnic group out. You know, that's why knowledge is essential. This is why you must gain knowledge and gain understanding and wisdom. You know, y'all getting all mad and disgruntled. Shit, I mean, that's a start. If you can afford the internet and cuss dudes out that's in this brotherhood, like the elder and me and all the other guys, real deal, ready to bad. If y'all can come on different pages and landmines and their pages, cussing them out, someone's paying that bill. That shit ain't free. So unless you're going to the library and uploading on the smartphone or something like that, other than that, if you can do that, that's a start. If you know how to even get on the internet, don't you know there's a lot of people still don't know how to work computers in 2017 that's melanated? If you know how to download or do certain things with a computer, there you go. If you like doing videos, you know, I'm just pointing out some stuff, you know, that my viewers, that if you want to do something in the computer field, sky's the limit. I mean, some things, man, it's self-explanatory, family. But you gotta get out here and do it. You can't be up in the crib or expecting someone to just give it to you. You gotta get out here and want it. If you don't want it, you ain't gonna get shit out here. Nothing ain't free, family. Nothing ain't free. Always learn that. You know, learn that from a real hustler, a real dude that know how to speak it. Nothing ain't free. You gotta demand your respect. You gotta tell people how it's gonna be while you out here, and you gotta get what you can in a positive manner, and ask God to open your mind up and pray to the Most High to give you wisdom and understanding, family, and go on from there. Like I say, the strip clubs gonna be there, brothers. And this goes for the brothers and sisters. The parties, the clubs gonna be there. All that, they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Your cheap thrills, they're gonna be there too. But you gotta get yourself straight as the individual, family. You know what I'm saying? Stop relying on these programs. They just to help you get on your feet. But we as melanated people always tend to, some of us, not all, always tend to exploit and try to ride that shit to the ground. Then we get so comfortable and complacent, then we find out they cut the shit off, then we get mad. But you already knew what it was. It was just for you to get on your goddamn feet. Take advantage of these programs. Get what you can get, like these work programs, anything out here. That's why I say these excuses is bullshit. It's people that's not even melanated trying to help your black ass out. Take advantage of it and move on. See, some of us don't want to do shit. And that's a disease. That's a curse. You know, and to all you brothers and you sisters that want to be around people that don't want nothing, they always talking about shit. You always notice when people complain, they complain. They crybabies. They think the world don't owe you shit. I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna keep telling y'all that. The world don't owe you shit. Okay? You sit and wait on it and see how far you get. World don't owe you nothing. You know, some of us get beside ourselves. World don't owe you nothing, family. It doesn't. You got to put one foot forward. You gotta try. Trying is half of the battle. No one ain't gonna just give it all to you. You forget that shit. It don't work that way. And you hang around motherfuckers don't want nothing. That's where you gonna be at. Nothing. That's why I be tripping out on this social media thing, family. These dudes sitting up here crying like broads all day. Ain't no way in the motherfucking world. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the world, family. Not me. Miss me with that. You know what I'm saying? Them days, that I mean, and man, I mean, some of those guys, you know, majority of those guys raised by females. Females. See, that's the problem. That's why you need a strong. That's why I'm doing a lot of things, because I know a lot of young guys that look at us as father figures. I know y'all do, and which is good. You know, because I want y'all to be thorough. I want y'all to learn from my commentary. Because I know some of y'all ain't grow up with no thorough male image in your households. You know, some people been fortunate. Like I had a pops in my life, you know. But I grew up with dudes, and I can relate. I grew up with dudes that had dysfunctional homes, you know. I could have played with the kids that was on my level, but I didn't. I went into the projects. I mean, the stone projects, you know, prostitutes. I seen one of them Section 8 houses. I seen one of my buddies, let me tell you a little story. One of my buddies had 2 little sisters, right? 2 little fast ass sisters he had, one of my friends. So I went up in there, and I know the mom put them up to that shit. That's that slick shit women do in the projects. So those 2 little girls jumped in my lap. So I threw both of their ass across the motherfucking room. I'm like, man, get the hell off of me. I would say I was about what? They was about 8. They was about 8 or 9, something like that. 8 or 9, give or take, or 10. It might have been 10 or 11. I was like 15 or 16, something like that. Like 16, and they was in a, I think they was in their 1 digits or their early 2 digits. I was 16 or 17, something like that. But anyway, they jumped in my lap. I'm a teenager. They little girls, you know. I took both of their asses and threw their asses across the room. I said, go play, go do something. And then the mama come out there, you're a good friend for my son. You're good. I said, I know what you're doing. That was the setup. See where I was gonna stick them, you know, molest them or whatever. See, now, you know, that's the games people play, family. See, she was trying to see what kind of young male I was as a teenager, you know. Which was wrong, but when you think about it, that's pretty slick and that's pretty wise, you know. See, and that's just like what's going on, you know, in these Peyton places, and these brothers and sisters getting in mischief because idle time is the devil workshop, you know. And that's, you know, you ain't doing stuff according to biblical practice. As far as a man, you supposed to do something. Get out here. If you don't even have a job, make a job. Don't be sitting on the internet fussing with other men you don't know, and you'll probably never meet. You supposed to be doing something productive with your time. I mean, and same thing with the women. And this is why we have a lot of problems in the melanated community. And that's why I'm speaking to these problems. I'm speaking to them because we need to correct them. You know? Everything happens for a reason. Like I say, everything does not stay the same. Either you evolve or you persevere, and you stay on the cutting edge, or you're going to be in a lost and found, family. And as you know, this world is geared to technology now. See, and what they doing, they trying to, the old regime, the ones that don't believe in all this technology, they're trying to push those people to the side. You know, we live in a cruel world. The world is cold. You know, the society we live in to a certain extent. They figure that you're gonna die anyway, so what the hell? You won't be around. So technology, they pushing this technology to squeeze the people out that don't want to mess with it. Just like when you get a certain age in the workforce, it's discrimination. They don't want to hire you. You can be your 40s, your 50s, and still healthy and still active and vibrant. But according to your age, they expect you to be retired, you know, and not working. They expect you to have your ducks in order. This is how they do it. And they discriminate. You can have all the qualifications and everything, they still won't hire you. And that's discrimination. You know? What is the job's criteria? Do it have an age? If it don't have no age limit, you can come in that bitch almost 100 years old. You know what I'm saying?